Let's do it. All right, guys, it's your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Fitness, man. I'm here with G. Um, Again, man, we were chopping it up a bit before, but this was just a check-in, a quick check-in we wanted to do to kind of, catch up with her, see how everything's going with her journey, where she's at, the struggle she's had, the last check-in, which we kind of talked about on one call, but hopefully she'll be able to kind of dive a bit deeper into that as well. But before we get into it, G, how are you doing? You saw that?
Yes. He tried to play it
I was
off.
like, I tried to do that. I tried.
Failed. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I've been good. I've been good. Trying to remember what I said in the last check-in.
Mm-hmm.
So the last check-in, I remember the big thing, the
Mm-hmm.
main thing was the body fat percentage and how because I've been cutting and I've been cutting for 5 months now. 5 months
Wow.
of cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels longer. But
It
yeah,
does. Yeah.
it feels longer. But I've been
Mm-hmm.
cutting for 5 months and basically last check in my body fat percentage went up and I was like concerned because I'm eating at a caloric deficit. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So um pretty much my solution
Mm-hmm.
from last time was to increase my calories a little bit, increase my macros, my protein, my carbs, my fats, just increase it a little bit. I'm technically still cutting, but I updated, some of the numbers and it
Okay.
went up a little bit. So the calories went up like about 300 something.
Wow.
And then the macros went up a little bit. And so I measured my body fat percentage like at the beginning of this week and it did go back down like 2%.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, I don't know. I think now I'm just like a little skeptical of like the body fat percentage, the bioelectrical impedance that we have, because I don't know, to me it's like because I just increased the calories and the macros like because we had our check-in about a month ago. So it's
Right.
like about a month,
Mm-hmm.
like it dropped that fast. I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess to me like it seems kind of fast. But then again, maybe that's just what my body needed to like go back down, like more
Mm-hmm.
energy because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like exercising. And when I exercise, like I push myself. So it's like strenuous.
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
lifting heavy weight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm just like doing whatever, like
Exactly.
moderate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe that's just what my body needed to like regulate and be like, okay, we can like drop the fat now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But basically, I'm not too sure,
Mm-hmm.
but I am kind of theorizing that I think what was messing me up was some days I found myself
Mm-hmm.
under eating with the calories, under eating with my protein, my carbs, and my fats. So I'm assuming that it could have been that. And I think my body was just like holding on to the fat because I was under eating. It's like, okay, well, we need to hold on to this. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then also something that I mentioned, if you remember last check-in too, like I was mentioning, like when I was at a maintenance, I had a lower body fat percentage. So that's why I
Yeah. I
was
remember
like
you.
tripping out
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm cutting and how do I have a higher body fat percentage now?
Now.
Like
Exactly.
when
Exactly.
I was in a maintenance, but I was also
Mm-hmm.
telling you like when you build more muscle, not on it automatically your body fat's gonna decrease because building muscle boosts your metabolism and it helps you burn more calories at rest. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, again, that's kind of why I'm theorizing. It might have just been the days where I wasn't eating enough.
Yeah.
I mean, to me in my head, I didn't think it was gonna do much because it was just like some days,
All right.
but maybe I was clearly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's funny how it goes back to what we talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Fitness can humble you. It can humble you. So,
Mm-hmm.
I learned my lesson now. So I'm like trying to like reach my macros all the time, like every day, my
Mm-hmm.
calories,
Yeah.
like all the time. I try not to like overeat too. Like if I'm just straight up full and I can't eat anymore, then I won't eat.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have been reaching it consistently. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I do feel better in the sense like with my weights and like lifting.
Okay.
I do feel better
Mm,
because I have more energy. So I feel like I'm able to push a little bit more. Like I've been
mm.
increasing some of the weights and stuff like that. I've been able
Wow.
to do more.
Oh,
Yeah, so I do feel better overall. And then as far as cardio goes,
mhm.
um, I'm still doing 3 to 4 days of cardio.
Wow.
So I did
Nice.
that. I already finished my cardio for the week.
Wow. How long?
An hour
An hour.
each.
Wow.
An hour each.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Or actually, no, three. If I do, no, sorry. The Stairmaster is 35 minutes, but the
Mm.
other days I do, it's an hour. I forgot.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Mm.
But yeah, I know I
Mm.
was talking a lot, but yeah,
No, no,
that's where
that's
I'm at.
no, that's good. I think everything that you're saying is relevant to our last talk. Because again, every check-in I want to it is in essence a review of the last check-in. And that's essentially what we're talking about, the last check-in. Um, you having that struggle with your calorie deficit. I meant to ask this, I meant to ask this question as well. Like, so there was a period in time in which your body fat percentage was dropping down consistently. And then it kind of like started to plateau, which is where you're at now.
Well, I was saying my body fat percentage was low when I was in a maintenance. And then when I started, well, when I first started cutting, I think it still stayed the same, but then like each time I would measure it, it would go up a little bit more and more.
Over
So
the
that's
over
why,
the over the 5 month calorie the cutting
yeah,
period. Wow, that is very interesting. Okay.
yeah, it would go up more. But again, like there were the first time that I saw it go up, honestly, I didn't even trip over it because again, like what we mentioned last time, like
Mm.
sometimes machines, it could just be error. It could be an error, and then
Hmm.
also the fact that like like I already had breakfast or something,
Yeah.
because usually I eat breakfast before going to the gym.
Hmm.
And like I have to eat breakfast. Like I
Yeah.
can't not eat breakfast. So
Right.
I need to eat breakfast. So I take that into consideration. Like by the
Hmm.
time I measure my body fat with the thing, I've already eaten breakfast. So I don't know if that has an effect. So the first time that happened, I wasn't really tripping over it.
Yeah.
Kind of like with the scale, like same concept. But
Hmm.
then when I checked it again and then it went up more, I was
Hmm.
like,
What's
hold
going
up.
on? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. So yeah, but that's just kind of like my theory right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. And again, I appreciate the transparency. Appreciate all of that. The cardio then still being something you're consistent with again, which is also making it very weird for that to be happening, because you're consistent. So it's very interesting. But um definitely continue to keep us posted with that. I want to know what this is. I want to know, I guess, in some sense, what you're changing. Um, I know you just mentioned some aspects that you're going to be trying out, but um, yeah, essentially, right now you sound like a scientist. You sound like a scientist that is sitting over here with a whole bunch of experiments. But I love it. I love it. All right, so the upcoming week, in regards to what's happening, I know you mentioned that still working on this aspect of cutting calorie, all this type of stuff. Um, what other goals or what other things maybe do you have in mind that you're gonna try to hit, try to do, maybe something new that's in the works? Anything like that?
No, same thing. What
Same
I've
thing.
been doing is because my body fat percentage is going down, so that seems to be
Mm,
working.
mm,
So
mm.
I kind of see it as like, why am I gonna switch it up?
Yeah,
Like, let me just continue with these calories, with these macros, stay consistent with it,
yeah.
stay consistent with my cardio,
Mm,
sleep, drink lots of water, the usual.
mm,
Um, the base, something I always tell people is like you can't go wrong with the basics. The basics are gonna give you so much benefit, even more than the trendy stuff all the time. Like the basics can take you so far. Just stick to it. And that's what I tell myself. So just stick to the basics. I'll just keep doing this and keep measuring it. I try not to measure it too often too, because that's just like,
Get
I'm not over here
obsessed. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Because
I'm
it
not
can
over
happen. It can happen. Mhm.
yeah, like just fixating over it too much.
Absolutely.
Like, so I don't measure it often. Like I measure it like maybe like once every 2, 3 weeks,
Wow.
something like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Sometimes even once a month. Sometimes I'm like, let me just not look at it and like hope it worked. So,
Yeah.
so so yeah, like I just don't look at it often,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is next week, but we're still applying discipline and staying
Okay.
consistent.
Okay.
I can definitely still indulge in my food and still enjoy my holiday,
Mhm.
but not binge and not give into unhealthy eating habits
Mhm.
that a lot of people do and that a
Yeah.
lot of just the American culture projects on you, right?
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
made a video about it recently and I
Yeah, I
got
saw.
like a lot of people really like that video. And then even
Hmm.
my clients, because some of them follow me
Hmm.
on Instagram. So they were like, Giselle, like, I love that you posted that because I needed to hear that. Like,
Hmm.
you know, so it felt good to like hear that, but
Hmm.
it just goes to show, like, wow, like a lot of people have really unhealthy habits. And again, we're taught to binge, let yourself to stuff your face.
My mom just went to the grocery store. Like that's when you heard me yell. It was like we're bringing in the groceries. Like they're getting ready. Yeah, they're getting ready.
Yeah,
Hmm.
getting
Hmm.
ready, it's a beautiful thing, obviously, because every
Yeah.
culture has like their foods and their staples and their dishes, like so that's always fun.
Hmm.
But you also don't want to like just completely let go of your habits, your discipline.
Let go, let God. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what many people say. We were just gonna let go, let God. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, but
Hmm.
yeah, like God
You
don't want you to do that.
right. You're gonna be meeting God pretty soon if you
Yeah,
keep. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, your body's a
Hmm.
temple, his
Yeah.
temple.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's dope. No, I love it. I'm with you. I love the fact that I saw your post by the way. I was like, yeah, she got that from us because we talked about it. But yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about it. Yeah, we talked about it first.
I'm a trainer. I have to talk about the holiday.
Nah, but I
How
brought it. I brought it up first, so I don't even care.
I
I
was
brought it first.
waiting, yes, until it got closer
Oh,
so that
okay.
people remember.
Oh,
Because
okay.
because sometimes people just forget about stuff like really fast. You know what I mean?
That's true. Mhm. That's true. That's
But
true.
yes.
We still talk about it first, but yeah, I mean,
Okay. Well, I'm in the groups, and who inspired that topic? Oh,
were you? Did
I don't
you?
know. I'm
No, I
asking
didn't. No,
you.
I just came up with it.
Oh, okay. You came up with it because you need it, right?
Yo, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, exactly. You
Yo,
know damn well
you
out of everyone, and everyone knows this, by the way. Come on, y'all know.
you
Trey
could.
needs that conversation the most out of everyone. Trey.
She literally couldn't let it go. You had you were just thinking. You were just like you almost held it in. Then you just said nope, forget it. Oh, I just yo, like it was all in your
I
face.
mean, you tried coming at me.
Yo,
Don't light the fire if you don't want the smoke.
oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Well, yes, you're right. As a matter of fact, I did need it. You're right. This is why I created the groups. Like going back to our conversation, Oh, by the way, everybody loved that video I posted with what did I say? I'm the guy that asks questions. Like people love they were hitting me up about that. Yo, yo, yo.
Wait, what do you mean?
So they were hitting me up. Some people were just like, yeah, some people that were just like, yeah, get him Giselle. And then you had some people that were just like they were like, you wrong for that. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm just the guy to ask questions. Like I'm just
Yeah, because everyone knows, everyone wants to know, everyone wants to see your workout plan, everyone wants to see what you eat. But I mean, you're very, secretive.
no,
So
it's all about talking. This whole brand is about talking. No, but it's
that's a
not just
lame excuse. Lame,
yeah.
lame,
You put that comment, I need it.
lame.
You put that comment on every
Hey!
video. Oh my goodness. But no, it's always comedy when we hop on the calls. Um, but no, I think it was really dope. At the same time, like that you did mention that because we're heading into those times. You don't hear a lot of people talking about that. It's actually funny. You don't hear a lot of people talking about staying fit for the holidays. You really don't. It's all like I actually wonder why that is. Like I wonder if it's like a tactic by which the health industry doesn't want people to stay fit, obviously, for the holidays because they want them to come back with blood pressure, high blood pressure, and all that stuff. And they know they're about to make a lot of money. I'm pretty sure the pharmaceutical or the doctors, they make a lot of money, like around holidays or after. I'm sure. And I'm sure they see that spike. So I could see why money would be the reason many people go, don't talk about that as a trainer. Just let them eat. And then they're gonna come to us. So you don't want that on your stuff. I literally don't see a lot of people, a lot of trainers talking about that, G. I'm for real. Like,
Yeah,
are you
there's
seeing that?
that. Yeah, there's that aspect. And then there's the other aspect that they themselves do those things. They binge, they, beat
Wow.
themselves up, and then they feel guilty for
Wow.
indulging, and then they go through body dysmorphia
Unfortunately,
after binging and feeling guilty,
yeah.
and then they want to burn it all off, and then they're dripping in sweat the week
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's very surprising to me too, but a lot of people don't talk about it because they do it themselves. Because think about it, they're outing themselves, right?
Wow. Mm, mm. That's so true. That's so true.
So like me, and I'm not trying to make myself seem like I don't
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not even that aspect, but what I'm trying to say is because I have found balance and because I have my discipline and because I have established healthy, sustainable habits into my lifestyle, and that's why I'm able to maintain this lifestyle. And it's second nature for me. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
just like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why would I not want to share that with people, with my clients?
Mm-hmm.
Like I want people to get to this place too.
Mm-hmm.
Because where I'm at, like, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing to not have to deal with those things.
Yeah.
So I want more people to hop on the train.
That's good. That's really good. I'm proud of you. I think what you're doing and what you've done is dope. I think how you coordinate yourself, your brand, your content, all the stuff that we were talking about before. I press record is dope. Like it's one of the reasons I respect you so highly. It's because of the fact that you really actually carry conviction inside of your what you do. Like there's conviction there. And it's conviction there because you aren't a hypocrite. You're not a hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not just somebody who's just trying to get paid, but you actually enjoy and love this. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. Like talking to you, talking to you more and more makes me roll my eyes more and more at the bullcrap. Like it's like for us, like no, seriously, it's like because it's just like man, it's like irritating. it's like it's like
It
why?
is irritating.
It's
It's
very
very
irritating.
irritating.
It's like a stench. It's like a stench of like
Yeah, and you're like, ugh.
yeah. That's like what it's just like that.
Yeah.
But so many people look at you and go, ugh, because you're like, it's that's really crazy. That's so crazy. Um, let me switch it a little bit then. Um, and acting as a group, what could we keep you accountable for within this upcoming week? I know there's not much you mentioned, but what could we possibly like poke at you or help you remember?
Um, to just keep going, stay consistent with like the calories, the macros, and
Mm,
hopefully body fat percentage keeps going down, and it
yeah.
looks like it, so I'm happy about that.
Hmm.
Um, uh, Remind me to like stay patient too, because something I kind of told myself, and I also mentioned this in the last one, but
Hmm.
I bulked for a long time, and
Well,
because I bulked for a long time, I made great progress, so I'm
Oh.
satisfied with it.
Mm-hmm.
But because I bulked for a long time, I also am trying to tell myself, okay, cutting might have to be a while
Yeah.
too,
Mm-hmm.
because I bulked for so long. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I was like
Mm-hmm.
maintaining and bulking, maintaining and bulking. I never went to cutting, like never
Wow.
went there. It was just I would always go between the two.
Wow.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, I will definitely go back to maintenance soon. I don't know
Yeah.
how soon, but definitely soon. I will go back to a maintenance because I
Mm-hmm.
can't just cut on and on for like too long.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, ultimately, I'll see what I do, you know, next year. I don't know if I'll cut again or if I'll maintain or if I bulk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's interesting. You're literally transforming your body. That's dope.
Mhm.
That's dope. It's super dope. Um, okay. What can I do for you as the leader? To help make, I guess, those goals or things that you've set um a bit more attainable. My goodness. Yo,
Sorry.
yeah,
Every
right, yo,
time you
nah,
ask that
man.
question,
Yeah,
I can't help
I
but
meant to
laugh.
I meant to skip. I meant to skip that question. Like when I was reading, I was like, dang it. I was like, dang it, this was a question I wasn't supposed to read.
I know every time I just can't help but like smile when you ask me that question.
I was like, dang it. As soon as I read, I was like, oh, dang it, it's
It's
too
because
late.
you want to help me, Trey. It's fine. Thank you so much, Trey. I appreciate it. You just want to help me so bad. You want to help.
Mm. That's all of us. Mm. I'm
But
fine.
as a group leader, the check-ins are great as
Mhm.
always. The Zoom
Mhm.
meetings are great every Sundays. Um, what's it called? The Facebook group is going well, you know.
Mhm. A lot of chatting.
Yeah, definitely. You're doing a great job.
You all right? No.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
oh.
No, I'm kidding.
You got
I
COVID or something over there. No, but I love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it because it's again, it amazes me how many people chat in the group, the Facebook group, and some of them don't even hop on the Zoom, and they just still, I guess, feel connected from being in that group. That's why I love housing, the groups in like a particular area. Some people have been like, "Nah, you shouldn't use Facebook groups," or I've had some people tell me use multiple groups on multiple apps. I was like, "There's no way I can like post everything in every group." Like, you have to have one main source, and so to see that Facebook has become that for all of us, that really makes me happy. That really makes me happy. Um, and I'm glad to hear that you also find that beneficial in all areas. The Zoom calls, the Facebook group, all of that. Um, all right, let's get a little mental before we close out. Where are you mentally on a scale from 1 to 10 and why?
I'm gonna say 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're
Okay.
gonna say why.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Come on.
Because of God.
Huh?
That's always my answer. Will
Mm-hmm.
forever be my answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I talk to God every day. I pray to God every day, read my Bible every day. Um, yeah, it's really because of him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God. I thank God for every day that I am breathing,
Yeah.
waking up, eating,
Mm-hmm.
taking care of my body. I work out. Like it's
Yeah.
an opportunity.
Absolutely.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's something to cherish, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I would say 10.
I love it. I love it. I asked that question because, as you and I both know, mental health is something that's very big, and a lot of people are not there. I'm not sure if you remember, but on the event with their collective group, I asked that question, and there was someone that said a 10, and there was someone that said a 0. I'm sure if you remember that. Did you hear that? You heard that? Yeah, 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 yeah. It was like two opposite ends of the spectrum, and I was like, dang. So like, you never really know what people are going through, which is why I asked that question so that people can also hear your response. And hopefully there is a response to your response. Um, but I appreciate you for being transparent in that regards because I think mental is just as important as the physical aspect of fitness. Um, but this was dope. This was dope. This was a really good check in. Hopefully it was a bit more swifter than what we thought. I know we did a lot of chatting before, but all in all, you doing what you're doing, how you're doing it, the level of organization you're putting into your brand, who you are as a trainer, as well as just a person, like as a woman, like as a human being, like I appreciate because a lot of people are, like we said, crumbling into they're giving into their when it comes to their morals, and that is causing them to compromise in areas that they never had before. But I don't see that with you, and I pray that I never see that with you. Um, which again, I think is why these check-ins are good. I think they also help with that, like it just it keeps reminding us of where we are. So if you ever do fall off, one thing you can't do is escape these check-ins because they're gonna be on YouTube. So you'll always have these to come back to and be like, dang, like look at this. Or if you ever find yourself falling off, maybe let's say you got obese, you could look back at these and be like, wow, what was I not doing? Or what was
Mm.
I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we do this, because now these are up forever. So thank you for just adding on to the level of accountability that we keep as a group. So I love it. Gee, this was dope. Before we close out, is there anything that you want to tell, or I guess any advice you want to give anybody that's listening to the check-in?
Stay disciplined, stay disciplined, stay focused, stick to the basics.
Mm.
Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'll say that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You mentioned the basics multiple times today. That's interesting, and I'm glad you did. Maybe you should make a reel out of that because you keep saying that. Stick to the basics, and I think that's a dope
Well,
thing.
I've just been mentioning that a lot of my stories. So that's why it's like really like
Mm,
at the top of my head right now. You know
yeah.
what I mean? I've been like
Hmm.
saying that a lot, like stick to the basics, like the
Yeah.
basics, the basics. So
Hmm.
just trying to let people know that because again, some people want to follow the next trend. Like,
The
what's the
next
next trendy this?
trend.
The
Yep.
next this, then what can I do to do this? What can I do to do this? Eat your fruits and vegetables, drink lots of water, get sleep, strength train like 3 to 4 times a week.
It's
What,
funny.
what, what exercise should I do? Start with squats.
Yeah.
Like just do the basics, man. Like you don't have to be over here, you know, doing suicides. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to, go ahead, but like you don't have to be over here like
Mm.
hopping and then running and doing this and then lifting a tire and like doing like you don't have to do all that.
Lifting a
Like,
tire. Right.
yeah, like I mean, again, if you want to, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
I'm just saying,
you
like,
don't have to. Yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, that's just where I'm coming from. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's I love it. I love it. Again, thank you so much, G. I'm gonna end the recording. Guys, thank you. TikTok, YouTube, as y'all know, man. I'll have everything in the links below where you can follow G. She's a personal trainer. If you want that, her service is there. In regards to just anything in which she does, her brand in general, everything will be below. And as y'all know, man, thank y'all so much. And until next time, peace.